Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 258 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today, just like every day this month, we're focusing on spiritual health and well-being, the spiritual aspect of us as human beings, right? We're human beings, we're human, but we're also spiritual and souls and whatever else and however else you view it. And this is our month to explore that. So today's topic is, of course, I talk about this every month because we're talking about a different area and aspect of the life framework every month. This month we're talking about spiritual. We talked about all of these except physical. Hint, hint, physical is next month. And one day of each month we explore our lifeline exercise like we did yesterday. What are the key events that play into and have played into and the impact that they've had on this area and aspect of our life this month, spiritual. So we did that yesterday. Came up with our top 3 high and our top 3 low. We did something a little different instead. I like to mix it up a little bit and find a different way of looking at it, a different point of view, a different perspective of some of the topics I cover every month. I cover them every month on purpose because they're tools that every one of us, in my humble opinion, should have in our toolbox so that whenever we need them, we can pull them up and use them and help ourselves to be a better version of ourselves. So today's topic is the interaction of spirituality with all of the other life frameworks, including spirituality itself. So what I like to do is in my handy dandy little notebook, I have a journal that I keep every year and every month that goes along with the annual challenge. And today is, and this is how I actually do it, and I'm going to challenge you to do something different today. And it's going to be challenging in its simplicity, which makes it often hard, right? Simplifying things is one of the hardest things we do, but the older you get, I can guarantee you will realize the power of streamlining, simplification, being more direct, being on purpose and intentional, etc. So what I like to do is put what is the category that we're talking about? Spirituality, of course. And then I list all the other 9 life frameworks. I list all 9 of them because there is indeed an interaction between spirituality and spirituality itself, right? How we think, how we feel, what we believe about our spiritual health and well-being impacts every other area and aspect of our life, and vice versa, including that area itself. Now, I was explaining in 2021 this to one of my coaching students, and we were talking about all the different life framework areas and then how they actually interact. And I had a nice little list, and we were going through it and was saying, I like to sit down and I like to think about, here's what impact I notice on spirituality about my physical health and well-being. If I am low energy, sick, for example, I am not as spiritual as when I'm feeling healthy and energized, etc., physically or mentally or emotionally or financially, right? When we are financially stable and comfortable, we are much more likely to treat people the way we want to be treated, although we should do that all the time, than if we're stressed out and freaked out about something financial or something physical or something mental, right? So I was explaining it to him, and I'm like, it isn't really a straight line in all of the different areas and aspects of our life. Actually, and this is what came out of us discussing this and talking about each point and how each one interacts the other areas, and that you are smack dab in the middle of this and all of this web of interconnectivity, right? So this is what it really, well, it's what it looks like for me and most people that I meet anyway. Everything is interconnected. But what we're going to do today, as we think about each of these different areas and the impact of spirituality on them and the impact of them on spirituality, is come up with one word that signifies to you that area or aspect of your life. Now, I haven't done it yet because I just thought about this exercise today, and I thought, okay, I'm always looking to make things more simple and streamlined. How can we come up with one word that reminds us of the connection between our physical health and well-being and our spiritual health and well-being? What's one word that connects us and reminds us and triggers us to have positive feelings? Why would we want to trigger negative feelings? Or beliefs or thoughts about our mental health and well-being and spiritual health and well-being. We're going to do this for each of the different areas and aspects of our life today. One word. So at the end of the day, you will have 9 different words, or if you're really amazing with words, you will be able to come up with maybe just one or a few words that represent and help you to immediately think about the connection between different areas and aspects of your life and spirituality. I haven't done this yet, so I'm curious to see what comes up for me. I'm curious to see what comes up for you. If you choose, you can share your list in the comments below. And you don't even have to match them up. You can just say what the 9 words are, right? That's it. That's what we're doing today. We're doing something, actually, I think it's going to be challenging in that it's to simplify the whole thought process and beliefs and thinking around the connection between the different areas and aspects of our life in this life framework. All right, any questions? You know what to do. Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, go out and make it a fabulous and amazing day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.